what impact have you seen that you have given to your patients, right? You seen someone come in, motor
Right.
vehicle accident, you do what you have to do as you are in your profession. And what has been the results of like some of your patients, if you can get into some details about that, please.
Of course, I can tell a few stories there. But it's when I first got into practice, when I first started doing this, I never knew really truly knew the impact it would have on people's lives. Because you
Mm-hmm.
go through school, you hear about all the stories of the great stories about chiropractic and what it has done for people's lives. But you never really put that into action until you start practicing it. You practice some before you leave and before you graduate with a degree, but when you really get out there in public and you apply your knowledge and your skills, and then somebody turns around and tells you how much of a relief they have from whatever they had going on. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people have had things going on for years and haven't felt any type of or form of relief. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say, oh, we get people up out of wheelchairs, but there have been some cases, truly, in some cases, in a short period of time, where people come in there limping, or they might be using a cane. And after chiropractic services, they're not using that anymore, or they're walking around and now they can go on their walks. And I want to say I get a large portion of my patients give me very, very good feedback, a lot more than I thought I would receive. You know what I mean? And it's really, really a satisfying and gratifying feeling to know that you're actually making these differences in people's lives, because it's about the quality of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody has all these headaches, or somebody does have pain, or somebody has this going on, and they've been dealing with it all this time, you know what I'm saying? I remember having a lady who she's not motor vehicle accident or nothing like that, but she was just an older patient, and she had a lot of hip pain. You see, she had a lot of hip pain. And a lot of times um, nobody can really get to the bottom of it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, applying my skill and knowledge, you know what I'm saying, after looking through her X-rays and things like that, I keyed in on her hip. Now, her hip, it didn't look like there was arthritis there. You see what I'm saying? Arthritis in the rest of the skeleton is going to look sort of kind of deformed. It's going to have some points to it, um, you know, that kind of thing. Well, in her hip, you're not going to see that, but you are going to see a loss of joint space.
Yeah.
And I happen to see a loss of joint space at the top on the right side of her hip. And so I make adjustments to her pelvis to make sure her pelvis is in line, taking pressure off of that femur. And then I did some distraction on her femur head, okay, to kind of separate the joint a little bit, start to stretch some of the tendons and stuff that surround that joint so it's not pressing up in there. And, honestly, in like 2 visits, she said, man, you know what I mean? She finished her treatment with me, but she was gone. She said, I'm back on my feet. She worked at the hospital,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And she talked to me about how long the walk is to the cafeteria and how much she would be in pain, you know what I mean? And it would be killing her over the weekend. And the fact that I was able to get somebody out of that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and educate them as well, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I can't explain it, and I have multiple stories like that, you know what I mean? So it's a great feeling, man. I can't lie.
That is a dope feeling when you actually see the work that you put in, the work that you do, and impact somebody's life, right? When they
Right.
come to you and be like, yo, I appreciate you for all you do or whatever you've done for me. And then you just looking like, man, this is what I do in the regular. This is a daily thing. But to
Right.
them, it's like the biggest thing to ever, you know what I'm saying? Because you probably
Right.
helped this lady so much and not even know it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to us, walking from one end of the hall to the other is no problem. But like you said, this lady was in pain. So she probably
Right.
was like, yo, I hate going to the cafeteria. She
Yeah,
hungry, but hate going to the cafeteria because she
yeah.
was in pain. But you don't relieve the pain. She probably skipping down there now.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy when you actually see the stuff for yourself, man.